This ALLPOWERS R1500 is able to charge my iPhone Pro Max more than 63 times on a single charge. And the best part is I can keep the unit charged without having to use my home electricity or some noisy, smelly gasoline generator. However, is the unit any good? Does it have any defects? That's what we're gonna find out in this video today. And can you really save 50%? Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to RandomFix. So I review a lot of portable power stations, aka solar generators. This is going to be the R1500, and this is a 1152 watt hour portable power station. And it's a pretty cool power station, as it's got a really nice feature that I think all of them should have, which is going to be these wireless dual chargers up top. And this is the only portable power station that I have seen that has this. So it makes it really ideal for camping and taking it with you when you're ready to hit the road. But is the unit any good? And that's what we're gonna find out in this video. So if you like this kind of content, like saving money, and you wanna know about any potential defects before you buy, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. And while you guys are watching this video, if you guys like the content, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. And on RandomFix, I do things a little bit different than other channels. So I don't tell you if it's gonna be the perfect unit. Instead, what I do is I tell you guys what it can and can't do, and then I give it a RandomFix tool grade so you guys can go ahead and decide for yourself. And I'm using this in combination with the 400 watt solar panel here. So on a very cloudy day like today, you guys will get a chance to see what the solar panels can do. And I'll show you guys what it could do on a nice sunny day. So let's go ahead and start the review by the portability test. Then we're gonna jump into the unboxing. Then I'm gonna go and load test it. And finally, I'm gonna go and give this a RandomFix tool grade. And besides power, one of the most essential parts of a portable power station is portability. So is this unit portable? This unit is portable for me, and I'm gonna let my kids do this too. I do have to mention that this has a little bit of a weird design when it comes down to the handles. When you lift these up, you cannot get your fingers all the way in here. So this makes it really hard for one hand operation.
Hi, I'm MediumFix, aka Z. I'm 12 years old. I weigh 107 pounds.
Is it doable?
It sure is.
Hi guys, I'm MiniFix, aka Cyrus. I'm 9 years old and I weigh 80 pounds. Let's see if I can lift this. Well, it's pretty portable.
Now let's take a look at what's included. So we get the AC plug, and this is just a regular computer wire. So there's no need to carry around some heavy brick. And this just plugs into the side. A real owner's manual and a warranty card. And the warranty from ALLPOWERS is something special, and we'll talk a little bit more about this, as I believe they have the longest warranty in the business. And this is not the first power station I have tested from ALLPOWERS, and they're an established company with good service. There is no car charger or carrying case included for any of the accessories. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the unit. It's got these really nice covers on both sides. And this is the side where the expansion ports are. So I can actually hook up a battery unit from ALLPOWERS into here and double the capacity. And there's two of those ports there. On the other side, we have a similar cover, and I like these covers. They are really functional, and they open up a little bit higher than most. And the wall charger will plug right into here. And this other connection is an XT60 connection, and these are great connections and very easy to find. So you can easily find an aftermarket car charger like this, and I'll leave you guys a link to this. You can find adapters that go from XT60 to XT90 and a whole bunch of variations. Again, one of my favorite connections, and they're very solid and very affordable. And this is where the solar input would go into. So solar goes in right in here, and the unit handles everything. So right now it's 100% charged, and it will not accept any sort of charge, so it will not go and damage the batteries. I am currently charging my phone using one of the two wireless chargers up top. And now let's cover all of these different ports down here, as there's quite a few. So we have a total of 4 sine wave AC plugs, and these are rated at 1800 watts. This is the same amount of power as you get from your wall outlet. And each one of these plugs is a 20 amp plug, and they have a maximum output or peak output of 3000 watts. It's got these nice dust-proof covers. At first I found them a little annoying, but after using this for the last week and really stress testing it, I kind of like it. And I understand the reason they put these on, because when you go camping, it's going to be dusty and there's going to be a lot of moisture in the air, and this is going to go and protect those ports. And to turn the ports on and off, there's going to be the button right here, or I can control them via the app. Let's look at how easy it is to connect the app. So once I have downloaded the app for Android or iOS, all I need to do is turn on the unit and hold this button for 3 seconds. The Wi-Fi and Bluetooth icon will appear. Select Bluetooth. Select next step. There is going to be my device right here. And now I'm connected. Super easy. Additionally, we have a DC output right here, and it's only one, rated at 10 amps, 12 volts. And we'll talk a little bit more about this later on in the video. Then we have DC outputs right here, and these are going to be 2 USB-A fast charging and 2 USB-C power delivery ports rated at 100 watts. So these are the kind of ports you can actually run a computer laptop off of. And this is a new computer I purchased, and right here the unit is charging. It's currently outputting 54 watts, some of that into the phone and some of it into the laptop. Whenever you're using USB-C, just make sure you have the right cable. Just because it looks like USB-C doesn't mean it can go and deliver 100 watts. And I really do like the dual wireless chargers up top, and my phone is working even though it's got a case. Most wireless chargers do not work with my phone when I have my case on. In case you have a device that does not have a wireless charging support, it's very easy. I can just go and plug it in, and look at that. Now it's actually taking an input in from the solar. So I am using those 400 watt panels here, and today's a really cloudy day. The sun is behind the house and behind the clouds somewhere back there. So even on a cloudy day like this, getting the solar panels to output is not a huge problem. And today we got ourselves a beautiful day, and let's see how we're doing. So currently the panels are outputting 334 watts. And let's talk about size. So the unit does weigh 37 pounds, and you're gonna need to lift it with both hands, as it's a little challenging to carry with one. It's about 16 inches across, 12 inches tall, and about 10 inches deep. Let's talk about solar charging, as this unit is pretty impressive when it comes to the voltage range of the input. So I can use any solar panel from 12 to 95 volts, and that's a really wide range. It can handle 650 watts, and it has an MPPT solar charger, and the unit will take care of everything. So it'll go ahead and distribute the load from AC and solar at the same time, and you can charge it at the same time. And they call it 4-in-1 charging, but it's more like 3-in-1 charging, as you can charge from the car or solar, and also from the wall. And again, the unit will handle everything. There's nothing for me to worry about or configure. Now that we have seen some of the features, let's go and put this to the test. And so I have a 1500 watt heat gun here, 400 watt heater. I have the app running, and I have a light bulb so you guys can see the UPS function of this, because this has a 15 millisecond switchover. So if you're using this for a medical device such as a CPAP, and the electricity goes out at nighttime, this will automatically just keep it powered, which is great. And then we have a voltage meter here that I could also measure watts. And I'm going to change this to voltage. Let's go turn on that heater. And as you notice, the voltage is at 117. This is because I have the unit plugged in right now. Let me go and unplug this. Keep your eyes on that light. So I'm going to unplug it. It flickered off for a really short period of time. And now everything just switched over. The unit is actually keeping that electrical load at 121, even with this 400 watt heater running and the light bulb. And the light bulb is just for reference. And so now we are running 100% on just the portable power station here. And my heat gun here has two settings. The first setting takes about 700 watts. And this is a really big load. Your regular everyday TV takes about 100 watts. Your coffee machine is something extreme, as that could take about 1200 watts, and it has a surge. In this particular ALLPOWERS unit can handle a coffee maker, no issues. And I've turned this on now. And again, voltage is reading at 120.8. And I have used other portable power stations where the voltage drops into the 108 range and lower. You want to make sure that this stays above 115 if possible. I'm going to set the heat gun to the second setting, which is the 1700 watt setting. Solar is unplugged. Let's see what happens. $1,779 watts going out. Now I'm just going to let this run. Again, voltage is holding at 120.6. We are almost near the max load. As I'm stress testing the unit, I wanted to give you a few tips. Now what I'm doing here for the video is not really the way the product is intended to be used. I am discharging at almost 1800 watts, and that is a lot. Those batteries are really gonna go ahead and heat up. If you want to prolong the life of your unit, you want to try to discharge slowly and recharge slowly. And the only way you can get control over the recharge speeds is going to be on the application. And as a pro tip, if you want to maximize efficiency, try to stick with DC. And I discharged this unit at 400 watts from the AC ports, and it was about 85% efficiency. And I will try to slow that down to 200 watts, and I'll show you guys a picture of the discharge. Overall, I'm really happy with the efficiency. Let's keep the stress test going, and I'm going to point out some things about the unit that you should definitely stay tuned for. While the stress test is going on, I did want to talk about the display. As a display, it's pretty impressive. It's a decent sized display, and it's very viewable outdoors. Currently, it shows me the output, the input, and it lets me know how long this will last for at its continued load. Gives me the frequency, the percentage. Here's going to be my connectivity for Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. And also it lets me know that the AC power plugs are on. If the DC power plugs are on, these are the symbols I'll see here. One will be for the carport, the other one will be for the USBs. Very easy to understand display without having to change between screens. We're at 13% on this, and the voltage is holding at 120.7. This is going to be the outlet from the house. I'm super impressed. 122. So the voltage is really good considering the state of charge of the unit. 120. This has not dipped into the 115 range at all. It's definitely stayed clear of that. I'm going to go and lessen the load so I don't damage the batteries. As when the unit drops around 5%, it will go into a protect mode if I continue this sort of load. So as I mentioned before, always discharge and recharge at a slow pace for longevity of the batteries. We are at 6%, and the voltage is holding steady at over 121 And let's let this die out completely. Once the unit hit 5%, it actually shut off the AC ports here. And I was really impressed as the voltage was above 121. The inverter no longer turns on. The DC ports do turn on. And if you're like me, you've probably wondered what would happen if you overload the unit. Do you have to reset this? Is there a breaker or some sort of internal fuse you have to replace? And that is a very good question. So let's go ahead and find out. So I have a 1500 watt heater running. My phone's connected up top as the battery was low. And now I'm going to overload it. I got my heat gun here and I'm gonna try the highest setting at 1500 watts. Let's see what happens. So I get an error on the screen here. Looks like E2. Let's see if we can go ahead and notice if anything is reset. This has not popped out. The DC power continues to operate. And the AC ports just turn back on. And let's do that one more time. Heater is back on at 1500 watts. I'm going to try the low setting this time. Wow, look at that. Almost 2200 watts. And now I get a different error. This is the E1 error. Let's try it one more time. So the unit resets and you can turn it back on with just a push of a button. Nothing you have to do internally. Perfect. Once again, it's future me. And I know earlier in the video I showed the R1500 powering up a heat gun and a heater. Well, those are two very inefficient devices. But in the real world, I can power up two laptops that are charging. A light and two fans are running at full speed. And I'm only at 160 something watts. And once the laptops charge off, the load will decrease to about 130 watts. So the R1500 is definitely a lot of portable power that's ready to be used anytime, anywhere, without having the need to turn on some noisy and sometimes expensive generators. And I often get comments from viewers stating that they would never buy a portable power station if they could get their hands on a gasoline generator. And I know that's a valid argument. And the way I look at it is comparing a landline to a mobile phone. They both allow you to do the same thing, which is to let you communicate with another party over the phone. However, the mobile phone just does a lot more and it's portable. And that's what portable power stations are. They're, to me, indispensable. I use them around my house and I have one hooked up. So when the power goes out, it automatically just switches over, and my internet, my lights, my modem, and my refrigerators do not go offline. So I had a very important meeting and a portable power station actually saved the day. And I think portable power stations are actually cheaper in the long run compared to gasoline generators, as gasoline is not cheap, it's not fun to handle, and sometimes the maintenance on a gasoline generator can really add up. I have some small engine equipment around the property here, and the upkeep on them is a little time consuming. I have to change oil, then I got to change a carburetor once in a while. I have to even get special gasoline that doesn't contain alcohol because the carburetors will literally go out in 1 year. A portable power station just takes the experience to another level, and it's really easy to maintain. While this unit is charging at over 1500 watts, and it will charge from 0 to 80% in less than 40 minutes, let's talk about some areas of concern before I jump into the RandomFix tool grade. So one of the very first things that I noticed about the unit is improper distribution. When I have it plugged into the wall and solar at the same time, it will prioritize the wall instead of the solar. So the solar energy basically goes unused. That's not very good. Second is going to be the lack of DC ports. This only has one DC port. It doesn't have any sort of barrel connections. Third, there's no light on this unit. I wish that they had some sort of light, even if it's small. Then we have to move on to the Wi-Fi connectivity issue. So oftentimes I find myself thinking that I'm logged into the app and I'll turn a port on and off only to find out that I'm not connected, and instead I'm just pushing buttons and the app won't let me know that I have lost connection to show me that I'm offline. So I oftentimes have to resync my phone, and that becomes very inconvenient. Additionally, with application, there's going to be a real lack of control. Then there's the issue of why they did not include in a car charger. So one thing I still cannot get my head around is the car charger. I have no idea why the car charger is not included. These are not expensive. They're under $10. So ALLPOWERS, if you're watching this video, please include in the car charger. You guys know we like to take these portable power stations on road trips. So it'd be really nice to get this inside the package, as it would be one less thing for us to do. And I'm sure you can buy this in bulk and just give us the best experience. As you've made a great portable power station, just go ahead and put the icing on the cake, include the car charger, please. And these are ultra cheap. I'll leave you guys a link to this in the video description box down below. You can oftentimes get them under $10. And let's talk about some good things about the unit. So obviously the unit is gonna be powerful. It does have the 2 wireless chargers up top that are wonderful, that could even work with phones that have cases. It's an efficient unit. I have tested the efficiency and it's over 85%. And then let's talk about the warranty. ALLPOWERS has a 6-year warranty. Unless I'm mistaken, I think they have the best warranty in the business. I have tested some of their smaller units and their smaller panels, and they continue to operate without any issues. So great warranty. And I'm gonna go and give the R1500 here a RandomFix score of 83 out of 100. And I'll display the score here on the screen so you guys can judge it for yourself. If there's anything in this video that I did not test out that you would like to see on another video, please let me know what it is. And I will give you guys an update on the product towards the end of the video as I continue to use and abuse this and find out if there's any other glitches that you should know about. This is future me for the last time with the final update. Since I started recording the video, I have realized a few things about the R1500. And from giving this the RandomFix tool grade, I realized that the unit has a lot of value. And this comes down to price per watt hour. So this is at 42 cents per watt hour when you use the coupon that I'm including in the video description box down below. That is the lowest I have seen on any portable power station I have tested. And I have tested units that have been over $3,000, so that says a lot. Earlier in the video, I showed the app a lot because I think the app is really the key to this unit, as it has some features that it lacks. So it needs the following features. So ALLPOWERS, if you're watching this, please add in an always on mode, a time management mode, and lastly, allow for better power distribution, as right now it is getting 100% of the energy from the sun. If I plug it into power, it'll go and prioritize the AC wall energy and basically dump all the free energy that the solar panels put out. That's kind of silly. That is really not ideal, as we don't want to waste free energy. If ALLPOWERS can make those 3 improvements, this unit would go ahead and go to the top of my list as far as value. Second thing is, it's in a sweet spot. So most units are either going to be 1,000 watt hours and then they jump up to 2,000 watt hours. Third of all, I learned that a 400 watt solar panel has a lot of power. It actually topped off the unit. It's at 100%. And I was using the wrong USB-C cable as well. So I got myself the right cable. As you guys can see now, it's charging at over 70 watts. I have seen 91. And my computer is running at full speed now. And like I said earlier, don't presume that you have the right cable unless you can verify it. And these power delivery ports are even better than I thought. And I really do think you're getting a 50% off value here. So they've really made a great product with an unbeatable warranty. And as I always say, there's no such thing as a perfect product, only the perfect use. If you guys have any stories about portable power stations and how they save the day, please comment down below. And if you do grab this unit, do not forget to register and activate your warranty. And as always, make it a great day.